Hey everybody, and welcome to another episode here at Tribal Trades, the altcoin show coming at you from the great state of Florida. One hell of a drug, and I do want to welcome you to the channel wherever you are tuning in from around the world. Thanks for watching. Today we're going to talk about why you might not be making money in this crypto bull run and what to do about it. I've got some strategies for you. We're going to look at some of the coins that I feel could still have some huge upside in this bull market. We're going to chart some of those, as well as sharing the exciting news that if you haven't seen my video from a few hours ago, because maybe this is the first one you are watching, I'm going to also share with you here as well in just a moment. Before we jump into all that, smash the like button. You know I'm going to say that if you're a regular watcher of the show. Appreciate you. This does help get the channel out to more people and does help support the channel, as does your wonderful, kind comments that you leave there. I really appreciate those, and you take the time to write them. I take the time to read them. If you have questions that you've asked, I do get back to those as soon as I am able to. However, if you'd like more direct engagement and connection with me, you can do so by finding me in the Stocks with Josh Discord. Where's that? It's down in the description of this video. Click the more button. The links will be there. And I have my own Crowned Traders channel in there where I share education, insights, resources, some of my trade setups, and of course, entertainment, because I'm not a financial advisor. This is not financial advice. This is for education and entertainment purposes only. Are you not entertained? And of course, the exciting news is that soon you'll be able to find me in my very own Discord. This will be launching in the coming weeks. And how do you get to be part of the Discord? There is an email below in the description of this video. Again, click the more, description pops out. You can email me to go on the wait list. This will be a smaller and more exclusive capped supply. I say capped supply because it's crypto, but really just a capped number of people will get entry in the first wave. Now, I've done this to create a little bit of a different experience. Obviously, some of the question I've been asked is, if you're in the Stocks with Josh Discord, should you be canceling your current subscription? They're absolutely not. I'm still going to be in the Stocks with Josh Discord as normal, and that's one of the reasons why the new one that I'm creating is going to be more a smaller, exclusive experience. Again, I'm only going to be opening up to a certain number of people, okay? Now, those of you who do current weekly trainings with me, you obviously are going to get exemptions there. You just need to email me and let me know. Those of you who have done just one-off trainings with me, I know I had to cap the number of people that I was doing trainings with, but many of you had wanted and expressed that, so I did offer those in the last quarter of last year. And so any of you who've done a one-on-one training with me, those one-off trainings, you also will get exemptions into. Now, you still do need to email me and let me know that you did one of the one-on-one trainings with me and you would like to receive the exemption for the Discord, okay? And then for those of you who haven't done trainings with me, you just need to be in quick. Bang in that email. I'm just going to go in order, and once we reach the cap for the first wave, then it will be off and nobody else is going to be able to join, okay? So don't come to me in a week or 2 weeks later and say you want to join the Discord. You won't be able to. It will be closed off. That's what a cap means on that. So there'll be a little bit more of an exclusive experience there, a smaller community, a more intimate community there than you have in a much larger platform or Discord, okay? So there are benefits to those, obviously, in my opinion, as there are also benefits as being part of a much larger Discord as well. And eventually I'll be adding my own Crown Traders, and there'll be moderators in there as well eventually also. So the first step is, if you would like to be part of the Tribal Trades Discord that will be launching in the coming weeks, all you'll need to do is send me an email expressing your interest to the email address in the description below. And then if you've gotten in quick enough, you will be offered a spot. If you email after the cutoff, you will be included in the second wave. Now, the second wave I'm not sure when that we will open up for the second wave of people. We want to establish the first wave of people, make sure that we're looking after people well. I want that quality experience there to make sure that I'm able to look after everybody that's there before adding any further ones. It could be weeks, it could be months. I'm not quite clear how many people we will add to the second wave or when we will. But the best thing that you can do is, if you are interested, to send that in. Now, of course, once we do, and if you got your interest in quick enough, we'll send you an email and we'll let you know all the details, including the pricing and how it works. And then, of course, there's no obligation to take it up. You can just politely decline and say no for now, and then we'll move to the next person on the wait list. So even if you don't make the first wave, there might be some people who don't take it up or take it up on time, because I will give about a 48-hour window for people to respond, and it will go to the next person on the wait list. Or, of course, anybody who misses out on the first wave, then you're on the wait list for the second wave there. If you wait too long, you might end up in wave 3 or 4 or 5, which could be many months down the track there. Okay. All right. So there's very exciting news. If you have any questions, I'd love to hear them. Please put that in the comment section here on this YouTube video, and I'll get back to answering those as soon as I am able to. Okay, so now we're going to get into some of the coins and how I'm trading some of these coins, because in my video yesterday and the day before, and on the Stocks with Josh video, I shared about how I feel it's more of a trader's market than an investor's market. I feel like the last bull run, a lot of times you can just throw money at anything, it'll just pop up. We're not seeing this. The market does tend to go ranges more than it trends. So it goes sideways more than it trends. And it's the importance of trading those swings. I'll show you how to do it. I'm going to do so with some of the coins that I feel are going to have some really good upside in this market. And this also takes the pressure off, because if you buy a coin and it doesn't do as well as you think it's going to do, and doesn't go as high, and you don't make as many X, well, then at that point, if you are swing trading or day trading, scalping, you can still make a lot of money on it. A great example is the Trump coin. I bought some at $25, $26 or whatever, and then I sold at 76, made a 300%. However, I actually made more money over the next couple of days just getting in and out, swing, day trading, scalping that coin, and I had about 20 trades or more in that period of time. I was literally waiting in line with my daughter to board the plane, and it took about 15, 20 minutes. You know how long it takes. And I literally paid for everything while I was in line. I paid for the flights while I was in line waiting to board the flight. Let's look at Banana Gun to begin with, okay? So you look at Banana Gun, and these little candles here can make you good amounts of money, and let me show you how that can work. Let's just take the most recent price action here on the daily time frame. So what we have here is the 20 EMA on the daily, and then above that is the 50 EMA and the 50 moving average, and then above that the 200 EMA. So the ones that I have on my charts are the 50-day moving average, simple, the 100-day moving average, simple, and the 200-day moving average, simple. Please go and see the education tab of my cheat sheet that has basically a full description of those and how to set them up under the education tab. I also have the 200 EMA, the 50 EMA, and the 20 EMA, which are in different places depending on where you're trading, where the simple moving averages stay the same no matter what the time frame. So if there is an entry there at $40, if you were, for example, go in with a $3,000 trade, or 1,000 3x'd with leverage, or $600 5x'd with leverage, all you'll need to do is for that to move $1 for you to make $100. Now, if you do that 1, 2, 3 times here, that's $300 just made right there if it only moves $1. Now, of course, this moved a little bit more than that. It went up to $43. That will make you $300. So on these trades here, you could have made $300, $300, and $100, $200. That's $800 there just on one coin, just over a couple of days. But some coins are a little bit more volatile than that. Let's look, for example, at the Trump coin here. And so we have the Trump coin, and you can see if we break this down to the 4-hour here, very simply, you have the same premise. Now, there's not really any kind of support there because it's such a new coin. So we actually have to really break this down to the 1 hour time frame here. So this is probably a good example here. We come down and so I use a combination of Fibonacci's, and I do have a full trading session on how to set up Fibonacci's. It's found in the education tab of my cheat sheet. And Fibonacci's, but I also use these different MAs and EMAs there. But you can see that there's clear support at 32, but then you could sell the moving average there. So you buy in at 32, again, a $3,000 trade, and you say, well, how can I do it? I don't have $3,000, $600, 5x leverage gives you $3,000 trade, okay? And then from there, it pumps up, and you take profits as it doesn't break through this key moving average. This is the 20 EMA on the hourly, and you can see it's rejected 35. So that actually gives you just a very quick $300 on this trade here, and then as it comes back to here, you can actually get back in the trade, rinse, and repeat. Now, if it broke through here, then I would look at the next level here, which is the 50 EMA on the hourly or the Fibonacci, and if it rejects there, then you take profit there. Well, that's a nice little $600 trade, and then you're out. And so you can see actually how you can accumulate that money over time. Now, I have a more advanced strategy using the ribbons, the EMA ribbons, and those is called my money printing method, and that's found on the education tab on my cheat sheet as well. So go and check that out, and I have 5 lessons on how. But let's look at a coin that's like Sui, which is probably, if we look here, there's the Sui trade. And so this one here, again, if we look at let's go to the 4 hour time frame here. And I like trading mostly, I like finding the levels. I work around to find the levels, but then I'll break it down to the 15 or the 5-minute time frame there, usually, because I find sometimes I can do 3 or 4 trades in just a few moments. But you can see here, it didn't quite get to an entry, but that would have been an entry that I would have gotten in and then looked to trade that. And so I don't have any EMAs or MAs there that are going to help me. Nothing helps me here, except there's a rejection here. Okay. And then on the hourly, I break it down and I see, okay, there's something here on the hourly that we have this Fibonacci here at $4.36. So this could have been an entry here. And then the top of the sell block here on the Lux Algo. Now, if you don't have Lux Algo, it's a paid description. I get that. It's fine. That's why I do like having the Lux Algo. So in that case, in this situation, I would have gotten in the trade at $4.36. I wasn't, because I was sleeping at 2 a.m. in the morning. And that would have been the trade. And then I would look to have rode this up and taken profit in the Lux Algo, because there's nothing else there for me, okay? So again, I'm looking at a combination between the Fibonacci's. I have a training tutorial on that. The EMAs and the MAs, how to set those up. I've got a training tutorial on that. And of course, some of the Lux Algo that is there. And of course, I do have the EMA ribbons, which I also have. You'll need to just watch my life-changing gains series. I think it's episode 5. You don't have to watch all of them, where I show you how I set that up. And I will have some new, more updated videos coming up, and of course, some leverage trade videos as well. And then with Solana there, let's look at this, because this has been on a bit of a tear here. And so if you look at how you could have traded this, well, first of all, I go to the daily. Okay, I go to the daily, and like if big wicks there, that's places to sell, take profit. Okay, and you can say, well, it's on the daily. You have to wait for the daily candle to close. Look, it gives us the same on the 4 hour and on the hour. Rejections. And even on the 15-minute, we're seeing rejections across the board. So I want to have a look and say, where are some entries there? There's nothing really, none of the EMAs and MAs are close to price. So now I want to wait and look for an entry here. And we've got one on the Fibonacci there at 253. So you could literally just trade 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 times over the last 6 days and made a few $100s each day. And the reality is this, when you break it down, is that if you're making $300 a day on trades, and you can have multiple trades going or just maybe one, you are going to make about $10,000, just short of. You can make $500 a day, I believe, using this strategy, and that's going to be $15,000 per month there. And it's very achievable and can do it with the right amount of charting and learning. And if you're uncomfortable with leverage, you can spot trade. You can just enter in $1,000 or $2,000 or $3,000 in here. And if you're new with swing trading or day trading or scalping, just start with a small amount so you don't get wrecked. But of course, this would be the entry for me. So you just play it level to level here. So you can make money in here as it goes up. You can hold it. So in this case, at 241, you get in the trade. You can actually ride this all the way to the top because there was no rejection. You only look to get out of the trade when there's rejection. But of course, now I'm looking now at the 4 hour and I'm saying, okay, now I see something here at $253. There is now the 20 EMA on the 4 hour that's providing support. So now I've got two reasons to get in a trade there and think that support may hold. And then I would look to take profits up here unless it broke through. If it rejects like this, then I get out. And you just trade these small swings. Let's look at the 1 hour time frame. And now it's interesting that we're finding support. So you might say, well, would you get in the trade there at this point? And because that could hold as support. Yes, if it held as support, yeah, that could be an entry for the trade. The better entry we know is there, and an even better entry down here is at 241. Okay, we go back to the 15-minute time frame, and then you can also, and that's what I generally will trade on. I'll look at the bigger time frames, and then I'll come back to the smaller time frames to actually execute the trades. I'll identify which area there, and then sometimes you find, wow, we just looked on the 4 hour, and we saw that the 20 EMA was there, and now we got the 200 EMA on the 5 minutes. So maybe that could be a good entry. But look, now we know where our exit is because we've looked up there at 265 and the 20 EMA on the 5 minute time frame is there. But my most success comes from trading the 5 minute and the 15 minute, but I get a lot of my setups by looking at these other time frames here, okay? So I hope that helped you today to try and look and see how you can get in and get some entries on some trades and how to exit some trades. And this is why I'm encouraged from the very beginning of this channel, haven't I? The 3 portfolios, the HODL portfolio, the swing trade portfolio, and the day trade scalping portfolio. And this is even people with 2 portfolios, 3 portfolios, I like better. The swinger trades, I can stay in it a little bit longer. I can be a little bit less aggressive with profit taking. So I like having HODL for Solana, day trading bag, and a swing bag. Same for Sui. I like that as well. Potenza Tau as well. Those are the 3 that I like doing with the most. Obviously, Bitcoin. And there are some more strategies that I'm going to share in upcoming videos. But I think that's good for today to give you a little bit of a baseline. I'm sure there'll be lots of questions in the YouTube. Also, feel free to find me in the Discord there for more information. And I hope that's really going to help you because this is right now a cycle that is more beneficial, I believe, to have a trading strategy rather than the investor strategy. I think the HODL strategy, yes, I'm still going to make money on it. The HODL strategy is going to pay off at some point, but all the time in between, you can be making money. It comes down, hits support, you get in, comes up, hits resistance, you get out, down, in, out, all the while on the HODL, people waiting for it to get up and through to be able to take profits. You can already have made a ton of money trading those swings, trading those little movements, money, trading these little swings, shorting the market, and then accumulating in the bear market, ready for the new bull market, rinse, repeat, and you can have a lifestyle of earning money. You want to be a person that is able to make money consistently no matter what, in stocks and in crypto, in season and out of season, whatever time it is on any day. And maybe some of you just would prefer the HODL strategy, the more simple strategy, the more long-term investor strategy, and you can still make money that way as well. And we have a lot of videos for that. But for those people who are really wanting to step into the swing and the day trade scalping strategies, this is what I'm presenting for you today. I hope that helped you today. And of course, there'll be more videos coming up, and I have a ton in my education section and my cheat sheet. Until the next episode, happy trading.